Hi, I'm Wilson. Installing a trailer hitch on your Subaru Outback can take you to some really fun places like camping and biking. You can even tow a U-Haul trailer almost anywhere in North America. Let's break down the install. You'll need the tools seen here to complete this installation. So this hitch comes with a removable receiver. So our first step is to remove the mounting plate. Turn the provided key, push down on the blue knob, turn clockwise to remove your mounting plate. Now that we removed our mounting plate, we're going to install it into our hitch. So with the provided bolts, we're going to insert them into the hitch and the base plate. With our bolts in place, we're going to secure it with our nuts on the opposite side. I'm using a 19mm opened end wrench to hold down the bolt side and an 18mm socket to tighten down the nut. Finally, we can torque down our bolts to manufactured specification, which you can find in your description. So the first step of removing our fascia is to open the back and remove our taillights. To remove these push pins, you will need a Phillips and a flathead to pry on the push clip. With my panel popper, I will place behind, pry. Next, we're going to remove these two bolts using a 10mm socket, or you can use a Phillips screwdriver. Removing your tail light, simply pry. And if you're having problems, you can refer to your trim panel remover. Wiring harness on the back of the lights, you're simply going to push in that tab and pull to remove. Your light bulb lights, turn, pull out. Setting the light in the trunk. We'll repeat that process on the passenger side. Under the taillight, we have a cover that needs to be removed with a flathead. Underneath is a 10mm bolt that needs to be removed. So we're starting to remove the bumper. Inside the driver's side wheel well, we have a push clip that we need a flathead screwdriver. Next, we'll be removing these Phillips screws, and there's 4 of them. And you see right here, there's one more clip that just slides right off. I'm using a flathead. As we pull back our trim piece, there's another push clip. Repeating this process on the passenger side, we will be removing the push clips and these 4 bolts. Unfortunately, this one is missing the push clip on the passenger side, but if it's present on your vehicle, you'll have to remove it. Next, we'll be removing 7 push clips underneath the fascia, 2 on the driver's side, 3 in the middle, 2 on the passenger side. And we'll be removing this with a flathead screwdriver. So removing the last push clip removes the mud flap, exposing another push clip. And we'll go ahead and remove that as well. And we'll do that on the driver's side as well. Now we're ready to remove the fascia. We're gonna gently Pull towards, starting on the driver's side. Next, we'll be removing this bumper foam that we'll be using later. On the driver's side and the passenger side, we will be removing 4 bolts, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom, with a 14mm socket. Now that we have our bumper removed, we're ready for our hitch to be installed in the same place. With our hitch in place, we're going to now reinstall our bumper with our factory hardware. We're going to torque these down to your manufactured specs. Once again, that's in your description. And now we'll put on our bumper foam back onto the bumper. Now we're ready to cut our fascia to fit around our hitch. We've measured and taped the area that we're going to cut based on the instructions. We're going to cut our area using an air saw. Now reinstalling the bumper fascia. Lining up the tabs. Next, we're going to install all the bolts and push clips into the fascia. The last thing that we need to reinstall are the taillights. So for our final step, we're going to insert a removable receiver, insert it at an angle, rotate the receiver down until it clicks. With our hitch installed, we pulled our vehicle to level ground to show you important measurements for your hitch accessories. This is a 2-inch hitch receiver. From the pinhole to the end of the receiver is 1 1/4 inches. From the ground to the top of the receiver is 15 inches. This will help you determine the length, rise, and drop for your hitch accessories such as a bike rack and cargo carrier. That concludes our installation. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about the products seen in this video, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with a U-Haul Hitch professional, visit us online today at uhaulhitches.com.